we do need to get the games going, and I think we need to leave it to King Lethamyr. You have something to show us.
Of course. Thank you so much for the throwover. Today, welcome everybody to the third event, Volleyball, created by Durzo and Mr. Phil. Durzo is a founding member of the Rocket League mapmaking scene. His discoveries and written guides for fundamental topics such as collisions and textures have allowed the community to progress from a world of blue and white checkers to the maps we see today. Perhaps his biggest contribution, however, is known as dummy assets. With a simple naming trick, he discovered it possible to reference any asset in Rocket League and use it in custom maps, which you can see here today. This was on full display for the first time in the original version of Beach Volleyball, released in April 2017. Because of its unprecedented visual and gameplay quality, it quickly became a fan favorite, and over the years it has undergone several adjustments, such as adding an invisible dividing wall in the middle, walls which react to the ball, and general visual improvements. Durzo has since retired from the scene, so his effort has been led by Mr. Phil, another longtime mapmaker and accomplished modder. Now, usually volleyball is first to 11 or 21 points with unlimited time, but for today's event, to keep us on time, there is a 5-minute time limit with first to 7. So may the best clan win.
May the best team win indeed. As we have seen this map, it's a very lovely map as well. I love the crowd as we have the eggs in preparation here, Sir Jorby. For me, this volleyball game mode, we don't have that here in the Kingdom of Dazerin. It's something that we leave for the other kingdoms. I won't, maybe it's something we bring in. It's still under review, but what are your thoughts here?
King Dazerin, as a knight, such as myself, of the realm, traveled through the realms, many realms. I have seen many versions of volleyball, but this has to be the best version that any realm has seen since ever. King Lethamyr has truly outdone himself. The aesthetic looks incredible. That's a castle that Sir Jorby's would certainly love to stay in.
Now, some kingdoms might think this is witchcraft, the words that I was speaking there, and I apologize, but this is some advanced stuff. This is the next level, and I think that volleyball is going to be the place where Manfield Knights might be able to shine. And with the change of player with Spider, this might be their turnaround, because they're looking a little rough, and I know that Sunless Khan as a king is quite disappointed, but you can't fault the players. They're all new to these different game modes, and maybe this is the one for them.
Well, King Leth, your majesty, you have more experience with this beach volleyball game mode than me or King Dazerin, since he doesn't even have it in his kingdom. What are the optimal strategies? What should we expect when we see these players hit the pitch?
Well, I've found the secret settings of the Rocket League ball, which is actually a beach ball. I know that beach ball might not be a thing yet, but just don't be worried about the bright shiny colors. It's from a mystical land from Merlin, but the ball is quite floaty and lofty, so you're gonna want to set up your teammates in the midair and then try to go for those spike shots. The floor is where you score, so protect that glass floor with all your life, and let's see which clan figures out the best strategies.
Beach ball. I must add that to my collection. Right now, the ones we use in the kingdom are very hard and rough, and we throw them at each other. We are calling it dodgeball. That being said, let us move on and so we can see this beach volleyball in action. Let us look at the teams we are watching to see who is going to go in our head-to-head, starting off here first of all, because I believe, if I'm correct, our matchup is going to be quite interesting. I think we talked about the Manfield Knights. I believe we are going to see those first up as one of our very interesting competitions as well. Yes, we do. We have them. The Manfield Knights will take the screen first here, and of course, Sir Jorby, you have been one that has definitely been keeping an eye on this team, and you want them to do well.
I have been keeping an eye on them because I don't want lazy squires in my knighthood, okay? And they are not performing like a knight should. These squires have to be kicked into gear, and I believe that they will be with Spider added to the roster. And maybe they'll be okay.
Rejuvenated, maybe. Rejuvenated is a good word.
Oh. Next up, though, King Dazerin. You know that Smellsworth, the evil warlock himself, will be bringing every manner of potion and trickery to take down King Sunless and his merry band of squires.
And he has already done that. From what it seems that Smellsworth has already unleashed a hex on the Manfield Knights. These are honorable knights. I do enjoy them, but the problem is is that Spider, who's filling in for Jacob, still needs time to get set up. It seems as he is struggling here. So, what we need to do is we need to take a short break and see if we can really cleanse the corruption that is already happening. So please, sit tight, grab some popcorn, yell at the jester. We'll be right back with more Renaissance Ruckus. Welcome back to the Renaissance Ruckus. I was just telling Sir Jorby about the time where I slayed a dragon with nothing but a rock and a piece of a leg that was he bit off. It's quite the tale, but Sir Jorby, we are back here and we are getting ready for Manfield Knights to take on the Stockton clan.
Yes, King Dazerin. You will have to finish that tale once we end today. I can't wait to hear more. But Manfield Knights, we were talking about them at the start, and I can't help but wonder if Sunless's squires are really prepared for the evil wizardry of Smellsworth. It's not that I have a thing for magic, King Dazerin. You know me. You know how I like to roll. But I have to say there's something about the magic of a good potion before a decisive battle to help flesh things out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, in my time in becoming king of the land, I learned about the magic and the witchcraft of the Stockton clan, and I also learned that Smellsworth is no simple warlock. This one, he's on another level. He has his own clan of magicians, alchemists, all behind him, ready to concoct the perfect potion to take down the Manfield Knights. Now, the question is, are they really ready? We have seen King Sunless, and we understand just how much he has prepared the knights. We know that they go through rigorous training. I have seen the training myself. Could they defeat me in hand-to-hand combat? Well, that is a different story. I have
not seen anybody beat you in hand-to-hand combat, King Dazerin.
Oh no! I think you have become the closest of all, Sir Jorby.
I do employ some pretty good fisticuffs. We'll have to do another sparring session later.
We will. I really have to watch out for that left slice of yours. It's quite the cut. I've seen you cut whole trees with that.
Oh, well, volleyball begins, King Dazerin, and Spider, the stand-in for Jacob, who came down with the plague, puts in the first goal. You can't let that ball touch the ground. That's how you get scored on in volleyball.
Oh my goodness. Well, the Manfield Knights already off to a hot start, but let's see. Whoa!
Uh-oh!
Oops!
Oh, the fourth squire! Manfield Knight scored! I forgot about that one. King Sunless did not report his presence.
Well... there we go. Much better serve there.
Actually hit the ball this time. Well done, well done.
It looked like the ball hit him.
Oh, Lion Blaze just realized that he can't go over there. The car cannot cross the plane. Only the ball.
They have to get this to the other side, Sir Jorby. Oh no, Spider! That's a bad touch! They're still trying to keep it up. This is dangerous. Look at this. They're waiting for the spike. He has to play around. There's the play around. Oh my goodness. Ajax will pick up the goal.
Well, 2 goals were scored while the one team was stun-locked. And now it's going to be a smorgasbord of Manfield Knights putting the ball through the floor. Phenomenal stuff.
Manfield Knights have started off strong. I think they have enchanted armor. It could be the only way for them to take down the Stockton clan. You see
the ball.
Oh.
It is a little tricky to read. You gotta be careful. Waldiz will pick up another goal. And Stockton clan. Smellsworth, the evil warlock, finally gets one on the ball.
I like the touch here from Roldiz. Just gets that one right in a tough spot. The Manfield Knights, although we know them to be very well in terms of their power, sometimes they're a little slow. Oh, but not this time! Another goal falls through. This one has been lights out.
And things continue to get worse for Stockton clan. Again, you've got to be careful with this ball. It doesn't bounce the way you expect. It floats for a lot longer. You heard King Lethamyr describe it to you in vivid detail before the match began. Lethamyr knows what he is doing with the map creation, and especially for this one. Now the Stockton clan have to figure it out. Right now, it's all Manfield Knights. They own them right now. King Dazerin, what has happened?
Oh my goodness. There's an entire collapse here on the Stockton clan side. The communication off. One of the things that I'm enjoying here, especially on volleyball, is the lovely tunes that everyone has.
Yes. There's no other kingdom where I've ever heard these types of... What kind of lutes do they have? I've never heard these kind of sounds.
these gentlemen have bards in their cars. From the looks of
Bards
it.
in their cars.
That's what it seems like. They're noble steeds. Also, this is unbelievable. Maybe what I believe has happened is that Smellsworth has given everyone's noble steeds a potion that allows them to communicate. And now they're singing tunes when they score.
I was just thinking the same thing. What kind of magicry has he put upon the field where this music... Well, it's unlike any music I've heard in a town square. You know, you walk into a town square, you hear do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do-do. But this
sounds like that.
This is, well, it's the best rendition you're going to get, King Dazerin. I'm sorry.
Understandable.
We can get the bard in here later. We do have one.
We do.
We can't bring him in now.
Very interesting tunes. That was almost another one. Almost a spike there for Stockton Clan. It goes off the side. That one gets played out. Are they ready for it? No! The spider strikes again.
Spider. Again, the stand-in for Jacob. And it's paying off well. Manfield Knights only have 1 point in this tournament in the Renaissance Ruckus, presented by Wisdom, but they're off to a great start here in Beach Volleyball.
Oh my goodness. Absolute domination there for the Manfield Knights. And, you know, hats off to them for a very successful first round. But this contest still continues on. And for me, the Stockton Clan, it seems like the potions, the alchemy, the magic, it just doesn't cut through a good, nice, solid set of steel. And I think that steel is really what's been important here for the Manfield Knights, how they take that first game.
Yes, I do agree. Despite the cacophony of instrumentals that we heard during that match, as you can tell, we're back. And those potions have worn off, but I do not doubt that Smellsworth will pull more potions out of his cloak to try to get the advantage against King Sunless, but he's so far performing much better than they were yesterday.
And you know, for me, looking at the Manfield Knights, I think that they just have to continue to apply the pressure. It seems like everything is going on. I just saw, by the way, King Sunless, he jumped into the stables where the Manfield Knights are held, and he offered some words of encouragement. What those words are, I do not know. But one thing I will say is that, you know, he's rallying the troops. He wants to end this one quickly.
Yes, King Sunless did not have a good day on the battlefield yesterday. Lost a lot of good squires, but able to get them back into shape, back on the horse, and raise their bucklers, the Manfield Knights. Well, it continues. Rapid has always been a solid squire. He's been the closest to knighthood for my book, King Dazerin.
Yes, look at Rapids go. First one there for the Manfield Knights. Now, one thing I will say is I also saw Smellsworth hop into the Stockton stables, and I think he was playing a tune, and it could be he's performing another witchcraft chance here, but the question is, how long will that take for it to take effect? Because if it's too late, then the Stockton Clan have already lost. But right now, the Manfield Knights, oh, you almost saw that spark there. That one's going to go all the way back around. Will they get one more touch on it? Doesn't look like it. Lion Blaze, oh no, that's the wrong direction. The touch over. And it's it's getting a lot more tense out here on the volleyball stadium. Oh, it's Adam picking up the equalizer.
Finally, Adam was able to sneak through the hole and push the gap. Excellently done. And you have to wonder, King Dazerin, could this be the start for Stockton Clan, where their defense was non-existent before? Many soldiers fell, but this time, they might be kings of the beach volleyball game mode, at least for this game.
All right, we'll see as well. Looking at this already start off. Uh-oh, another whiff there, and it seems as if there's a bit of a misplay.
Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Look at that. Oh. Yes, that ball's a little lofty. You have to make sure you read that correctly. Otherwise, it will end up in your floor.
What this looks like. Whoa, I like that. Look at that. Oh, they still need to get it over. Slow and steady. Oh, they almost made that work.
Close one.
It seems like Stockton Clan having some trouble with their steeds.
Oh. Oh,
Oh,
oh, close one.
that went
Whoa!
wrong direction.
Better grab it. Better grab it. Oh, he got it.
That's up.
Ooh, can he grab it again? Perfect touch. Wait, that's not perfect. That's not perfect. Wait, this one.
This
Wait.
is. Oh
Better.
my goodness.
Better. Wait. Okay. Almost there. No. A bounce. Perfect. The King Dazerin finally got to the yellow half.
That's great. That's great. Finally got across. Now, Sir Jorby, I have to ask, how much gold do you have? We may need to buy these teams compasses so they understand what direction they need to go in.
It's an embarrassing question to ask a knight about his current financial situation, King Dazerin. I'm sorry. I can't discuss or
apologies.
disclose those details at the moment. But
My apologies.
my coffers are full.
Fair enough.
no. Oh,
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Speaking of, looks like Adam's are as well. He finally finds the right direction. A mistake there from the Knights. That one tinks off the armor, and you can see them. They're trying to keep it in the air, but unfortunately it falls through. Now this game's as close as ever.
Not a 7-2 bout like last time. However, the winner of the Holy Grail, if they want the ultimate Grail, well, they've got to get past here. And Manfield Knights, they've got a long way to go in the point category. A win here could go a long way to securing their spot in the grand final.
I will say this volleyball mode seems very difficult. May not be something I partake in, but I would love to see peasants play in this one. Adam will pick up a goal. This time, Stockton Clan has the lead. Smellsworth, the potions are working.
A perfect bounce from Adam. And that off the ceiling, if you're not in the perfect spot for it, well, you're just going to take a hit and get on a knee. Because right now, well, Manfield Knights may have to bend the knee halfway through.
Oh,
no.
no one ever wants to bend the knee.
Clearly, neither Squire team practiced this very often before today's bout. It's as
Seems
if
likely.
not used to hitting this ball, King Dazerin, and, well, can you blame them? Look at that touch, bounce right off
Oh.
the netting. And another touchdown. Does he get the spike? With that floaty ball, gravity is the best friend
Oh,
for
look at the
Manfield
float.
Knights keeping this out.
Having a hard time reading that float. That looks like a good touch, but oh, the receive. I'm starting to get the hang of this. It's getting a little fun here. Oh, wait. That one bounce up high. Will they have the touch? Looks like it'll go across. My goodness.
Well, play
And
slow.
oh,
play
that
slow.
one.
Oh,
And you
Wait.
know, wait.
oh no.
They still keep this one up. Lion Blaze. Does he have a lion heart? Oh, can't get around it as well. The teamwork has been tremendous so far, but that's why we have the timer, Sir Jorbos. Looks like it's running out.
Can he get the hit? Oh, that was a close one for Adam, but Lion Blaze keeps the ball up and keeps Stockton Clan in the lead. Manfield Knights in trouble. Double commit for the spike. Does it land into the floor? No, another save. Stockton Clan again with the push over the netting. Ajax is there, puts it over again. Oh, the wall. Adam, he's missed the ball.
Oh, that's a
Stockton
tough
Clan,
one.
it's gone through. Ajax has collected another one for the Manfield Knights.
Look at this. The perfect touch. The defense a little off guard, and now everything's all tied up here. And this is right in the middle. This looks like this is taking place, Sir Jorbos, in the middle of a kingdom. Whose kingdom is this?
I believe this is Myr. King Lethamyr, happening in his very kingdom. We needed a neutral battleground. We could not have this in a home stadium, if you will. So,
Yes.
neutral kingdom, and King Lethamyr was so gracious to donate his arena for our bout today.
Such a generous king.
Indeed. Spider can't get underneath. Oh no, they're in trouble. Nobody there. What is that bounce? And then Lion Blaze popped it off the corner, rolled his, pops it up again, and the read for Manfield Knights. Did he just get this team in trouble? No, bounced again. And the beach ball of death going to find its way to the ground eventually. Nobody gets the touch, a bounce off the netting. Ajax, can he put that one up over to the side? Another touch for the Manfield Knights. Lion Blaze has to let it fall.
Final
Oh
10.
no, Stockton Clan in trouble for the end. Manfield Knights would love to end the best of 3 and 2. Up again. Lion Blaze, the touch off the ceiling. Adam off the net. Oh!
Never have I seen Squires with me! Huzzah!
Huzzah! Oh, wow! I did not expect such a stellar defensive showing from Smellsworth Squires. That was the peak of true volleyball jousting. Absolutely phenomenal.
Now, this is coming down to the wire here, Sir Jorby. Now, for me, this could be a defining moment, not only for the Manfield Knights, but also for the Stocktain clan. They have to hold on to their lead because we know right now the head-to-head between Plat Dynasty and Supersonic Knights, that's going to be one to pay attention to as well. Because if Stocktain clan loses their lead in the contest, it's in jeopardy here. But they're still fighting. They're still fighting. We're seeing the strongest of magic come out here for the Stocktain clan.
Yes, clearly Smellsworth has brought his strongest potions to the battle today, and you need nothing less to try to take on King Sungless and his merry band of squires. But you talk about Stocktain clan not wanting to lose that lead, King Dazerin. However, Manfield Knights would like to know what a lead is, because currently they're in dead last, and they need this win, and they have to figure it out. There were a couple of scary moments before. Now do they get the reads out? Do they have it figured out? They do a lot of standing on the volleyball wall.
They do.
But I don't know if it's been working.
They've waited on the wall. The Knights are, these squires are very cliche, I will say. I mean, charging in headfirst into danger seems like that's their MO. And it used to work out, but against Magic, you need a little bit more. And Spider, he's the one to get it going.
This one ended up a bit awkward, but a perfect air dribble. Left off the netting, and look at that pinch. Spider takes the perfect challenge angle. When he hits you with the overhand, Dazerin, how do you respond? A stab right to the chest. It's quick and effective.
Light touch. Interesting. Now, one of the things for me is for the Manfield Knights, when they're pushed into a corner, they just swing harder. You saw that. Oh my goodness!
The thing about swinging harder, King Dazerin, is when you swing and swing, eventually you run out of stamina. And now I can punch and kick you until you fall to the ground. Or in this case, the ball just falls into your floor. No stamina means no goals.
Yes, that is true. You can't run a kingdom on an empty stomach as well. I've tried.
I do need to eat.
That is true. Sometimes, yeah, you can be a generous king and give some food, or you can cause famine. Really your choice.
You would cause a famine on a good day?
Is it a good day if I have to cause a famine?
I mean, does the king ever experience a famine?
Does the king ever experience a bad day?
I leave that one to you, King Dazerin. Well played.
I will say, the Manfield Knights right now are having a great day. Stocktain clan, we need to see some late game wizardry. Now, if you had a spell book, I know that's not your thing. I know, but we're
Don't like
talking,
magic very much, no.
We're talking in the what ifs. If you could dwell in magic and had to use a spell at this moment, what kind of spell would you use?
I would use Conjure Sword. If I lost my sword in battle, that way I had a new sword of which to stab my enemies with. And just like Manfield Knights are stabbing Stocktain clan again and again. They haven't been able to raise their bucklers. I'm not even sure they brought their shields.
No, it's rare for me to see a wizard with a shield. I will say that much. I haven't seen.
Have you
one
seen
in
a
while.
wizard with a gun?
Yes.
Neither have I. Neither have I.
No.
That truly would be something, wouldn't it?
That would be. But right now, we need some form, some type of help here.
Well, you saw Stocktain clan on the netting, sitting there trying to perform a phalanx maneuver. Now, I'm not an expert on phalanxes, but it typically requires some defense or some, guarding in the back, and there's just none of that from Stocktain clan. Nobody's guarding each other's backs. The spears aren't pointed forward. The shields aren't pointed outwards. Instead, roll it is again, picking up the touch, and he just didn't expect it to pop off of him like that, but it did. And another kick for Lion Blaze. But King Dazerin, I'm not sure about Smellsworth Stockton clan for much longer.
This reminds me of the time when we saw Smellsworth back in, I forget the age, but it was a dark age. And Smellsworth, he ended up taking down a great sea beast with nothing but a wand. And I think we're going to see something similar to that. They're down right now, and the Stockton clan gets this first goal. It could mean the comeback that we may see. Because remember, if you go back and look at the records, Smellsworth's wand split in half. And yet he was able to conjure up a potion, and not a potion, I'm sorry, a spell that was so bright it lit up the sky and took us out of our dark age.
I believe I was somewhere in the world when that happened, and I looked up into the sky, I saw a bright light. It very well could have been Smellsworth. Now that cheeky warlock, what else could he have in store with under 2 minutes remaining?
Right now it's not looking... I mean, the Knights, they're still pushing back. I enjoy this. Manfield Knights trying to maintain that lead. Oh, but that's a mistake. And now confusion. They're trying to keep it under control. You see them taking their time.
I do like the big pops to try to keep it away from the opposition. And they do try to guard the net to get those blocks, which Stockton clan have finally squared up on. Here they might get a spike, bounce off the corner, and another bounce straight back to that half. Unlucky. King Dazerin. They try again, but time ticking away.
Time is ticking. That one sent across. A minute left here. The Knights. Oh, it's sent across again. I enjoyed this touch here. Can they get it through? Oh, just barely off. You can see how the game has slowed down since then. Every team is trying to make their strike be the one that deals the finishing blow, but I believe the Manfield Knights have their daggers out.
They look quite threatening, and they're going to need those knives, because I believe that Queen Mira's squad, the Supersonic Knights, have taken down Platt Dynasty. Queen Shell reeling after such an incredible performance yesterday, to lose now this early. Not a good showing. A bounce off the wall, and the castle holding firm for Manfield Knights, popping up another one. Through the gap once again. Stockton clan. Smellsworth, they're gonna have to try again. Maybe against Queen Mira or Shell. He'll have better luck, but not against King Sunless, the victor of this volleyball match.
We'll have to wait for one final drop here.
Long time.
Yes. Sometimes they just like to keep it in the air. We'll see how long they keep it up.
1, 2, 3.
And there it is.
Okay. GG.
Congratulations indeed. And congratulations to what? What is this? Platt Dynasty. Get this away from me.
And Queen Shell talks about how she does it like magicry. What is this?
Unbelievable. I think there's a scandal happening here. Some corruption once again. Oh my goodness. But speaking of which, I think she was so desperate for a win because the Platt Dynasty, they lost out to the Supersonic Knights. The Supersonic Knights, I think, have now taken that first place spot here. They took down Platt Dynasty 2-0. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yes. I don't know what to think after that match. I truly don't, King Dazerin. But
yes.
Beach Volleyball is truly a difficult mode to wrap the horse around. I am not sure if our squires and their carriages will be able to figure it out, but it will be a mess of chaos either way. Jousts always are, and this is as close to a joust as we've seen yet.
It is. It has been very interesting. But that being said, more jousts, more volleyball, and more kingdoms coming to clash after the break. Don't go anywhere. This is the Renaissance Ruckus presented by Wisdom. Welcome back once again to the Renaissance Ruckus presented by Wisdom. It is I, King Dazerin, and it's me, Sir Jorby. Now, Jorby, early on in the stream, you were Sir Jorby, and now you are Sir Jorby. And for me, I have been very, very impressed with you and your knightly quotes, and honestly, your insight on how the knights have been. I mean, the Manfield Knights especially, because you have just been absolutely incredible with your knightly breakdowns. So I think it's time, Jorby, for you to become Sir Knight Jorby. I believe. Yes. Are you ready for that?
King Dazerin, it is the greatest honor that I accept this knighthood from you once more. I, Sir Knight Jorby, accept your new knighting.
Sir Knight Jorby, welcome to the Sir Knights. Honestly, these guys could learn a thing or two from you. But that being said, speaking of, we have some other knights to see today. We have the Supersonic Knights. They are also going to be taking on the Stockton clan. We saw the clan take a loss here. And now we are going to see whether or not the Stockton clan can bounce back against another set of knights. Now, this is different. The difference between the Manfield Knights and the Supersonic Knights, I mean, that's a tale as old as the kingdoms themselves, Jorby.
Yes. Queen Mira. They took down Platt Dynasty, Queen Shell Squires, in a 2-0 rout. It was a surprise, I would say. Platt Dynasty showed up pretty well yesterday, so to beat them so quickly and handily is a bit worrisome, especially after how Smellsworth got absolutely clobbered by King Sunless. I'm not sure if they're ready to take on Queen Mira and her very, very strong squires.
Neither am I. I'm ready. I will tell you this time and time again. We've seen the wizardry happen with Stockton clan, and for me, looking at this, the Stockton clan seems to have run into trouble against the knights in general for the day. This is going to be a long day, though. Maybe we may see a conjuring of some sort here. Now, for me, I think if you are the Stockton clan, maybe you conjure something up, not for the knights themselves, but for the
better defense.
Yes, maybe conjuring up some better defense. Maybe throwing in, extending the steeds, maybe making them larger, or covering a decent amount of time. For you, though, what is going to be the best approach here for you? What are you looking for?
They're going to need to conjure up some goals, King Dazerin.
Yes.
At the end of the day, the most solid analysis any knight can give his squires is that hit thine enemy and don't get hit.
I needed to let that one sit. Let that one stir for a moment. We have the volleyball. And now we will see the Supersonic Knights take on the Stockton clan. We are in Myr. That is the location. As of course you've seen King Leth. Oh no! The Knights! The Supersonic Knights have struck first here. Tristan with the goal.
This is what I was worried about, King Dazerin. I just do not know if Stockton clan can really handle the pressure of Supersonic Knights. You've got Shock, you've got Tristan, and these two are absolutely incredible when it comes to the pre-jumps, when it comes to the reads. You wouldn't want anybody else on your team other than Tristan. He is a pre-jump madman.
There's Tristan again. One of the finest knights in the land. Definitely one of the more creative. You see roll D's. Oh, whoa. He might be needed there. He is the Stockton. On the Stockton clan. Doesn't need anything else. And he represents a larger tribe of wizards. We've seen him pull off magic multiple times. Not only in this, but in other events. But Adam, the newest edition, has come up big once again for the Stockton clan.
Well, it does go to show you that Stockton clan do appreciate their all-natural horses. Giving them all-natural supplements and an all-natural diet to have an all-natural performance. Stockton clan It's a nice shot from Atom, for sure. For sure, King Dababarin. But they're gonna need a little more juice than that. Some of these touches just not up to par.
Now, what do you think is the diet here for the Stockton clan? For me, I can see a lot of organic food for them.
Yes. Much
Okay,
organic. Many
yes.
tomatoes, hay, other food. Honestly, King Dababarin, I've never owned a horse. I've only borrowed yours. I don't know what they eat. I've never had to feed one myself.
Fair point, fair point. Our steeds are the finest in the land. But these are just, I mean, they're close. They're close here, but wait, looks like a miscommunication. Maybe some magic here. Lion Blaze picking up the lead for the Stockton clan.
Lion Blaze casting confusion on his enemies. And it is quite effective. Where were they going? Only Supersonic Knights truly know, but Lion Blaze holds the key, or rather holds the wand to cast the spell onto Supersonic Knights.
I mean, this is interesting. The approach for the Knights. Trying something new, but also trying to see if they can cover the high bounce. Uh-oh. More miscommunication. You can see still tough here for the Knights to wrap around. They set up, but Shock! He finds it! And that's it. It's going to be a tie game.
Shock delivering that final touch, and it was a valiant block on the net, but then Shock hits him with a beautiful parry to put it right back into the ground. This one may be a tight one, King Dababarin.
It was a fine parry as well.
Oh, Tristan running into his own mate.
Last time I saw a parry like that was from a swordsman named Moth. That's a tale from another time.
How did it go? How did it go for you?
Absolutely devastating.
I think I've heard of Moth. He's got a knight brother, Roy. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. They're quite difficult knights to beat for sure. The best parriers that the knighthood has to offer. But Shock, he's showing some Moth skill himself.
Yeah, no. Be careful. There it is, the touch over. There's 2 minutes left. Oh, we're approaching that. Sorry. My oracles keep me ahead of the game, but so does the Supersonic Knight. Stockton clan could not read this one.
Something about Shock. I mean, it's working. King Dababarin. Shock, every time he gets behind the ball, it's with purpose, it has tons of effort behind it, and clear and distinct intention of where he wants to go, and that is into the supersonic floor. It has worked almost every time. And the Supersonic Knights, their touches have just been too hard to deal with. Their thrust, striking true.
Has been a twisting force. And looking at this is one of the things you see Shock here. Using this specific style. Ancient Valerian. The way he moves up very slowly, but also that final touch has a bit of purpose. There's a block out as well. Stockton clan seem to be a bit backed up.
Just driving on the netting, that is a popular strategy. You're trying to handle this curvature. You don't want that ball flying over to your net, bounced off the netting, down into the floor! Supersonic Knights take another 4 score!
And Shock, Odin's going to love that one. Straight up into the air, straight down. The Horse Lord, he is amazing when he has time. And, he is one of those who has the future sight. If he gets time to think, he can pick the best play to wrap around. But he didn't have any time there. Lion Blaze strikes for the Stockton clan.
We're starting to get a little worrisome. But Lion Blaze with a perfect serve off the corner. Nobody could read that. Nobody taught me how to read, so don't expect me to get those sorts of touches, King Dababarin. But, you expect these excellent squires on their way to knighthood. They'll all be fine knights someday. Shock bouncing it off the netting. Supersonic Knights have to be careful.
They do. They must be careful, like you say. The Supersonic Knights are a prideful group. The Shock puts in another one. My goodness, they're starting to pull away.
Shock with his 4th strike. Again, landing true right off the player. That's multiple times we have seen a hit go on the bottom of the defending player's car and spike straight down into the net. They're using the other team, the enemy, to spike their balls into the floor. What a strategy.
Supersonic Knights, a very inclusive group as well. Only 300 bannermen. And Shock, the finest of them all. That's another one from him.
It just does not stop. 5 goals. Now for Shock, look at Adam. He thinks he has the read, but you can't catch that ball like that. This is a volleyball. Adam, you can't simply catch it off the ramp.
No, you cannot. No, you
I need
cannot.
some pop.
This ball plays allegiance to no one. Look at this one as it strikes. It's rolled this time. Still fighting for the Stockton clan right off the kickoff.
Kickoff goals seem to be the go-to because it just sends Supersonic Knights into a frizzle. Look at that. Just dawdling around. Unable to get the clear they need. And yeah, they're down by 2.
They are. But maybe they can make it 1. That one's still floating. The Supersonic Knights. Oh, they're not supersonic at all. They're very patient here. Unbelievable. Their pride, everything tested here. They must do well. But watch out! The Stockton clan, the Wizards, the Magic. Maybe this one's moving slow and it's in. Lion Blaze brings it within 1.
Could it be that Smellsworth has pulled it again? Has he found another potion to imbue his team with the power that they need to come back? We saw a 0-second score against King Sunless. We might see it again against Queen Mira.
Unbelievable. Final 10 seconds. The Supersonic Knights. They push this one across. They try to get rid of it. But this will stay in the air.
Uh-oh. Up high.
This contest is not over. I
Let
won't
it
allow
drop.
it.
Adam, you can't get over there. Tristan,
There's the clear.
hangs this one high. He's got it again. Rolled his. Oh, he
Oh.
missed the ball. A save from his teammate. And rolled. Oh, Lion Blaze moves quickly. He's got
That's
the
a hard
first touch
bounce.
into the floor. No, it's
Whoa.
taken away. Now taken off again. Tristan off the ceiling. Does he have it? No, Turo. He wants to get this one.
Oh,
no
wait.
touch for him.
It
Off
might
the
fall.
net. Into the floor. And Supersonic Knights have prevented the comeback from Stockton Clan.
I've seen the finest lords battle, but none as close as this. Off of the netting and in. And what seemed to be a Stockton clan comeback has fallen. And the Supersonic Knights now, they're trying to deal a deathly blow.
Wow, wow, wow. I am astonished. I thought that Smellsworth was going to do it again and somehow pull off the unthinkable. King Dazerin, but as we know, his castle, well, it's starting to show its weaknesses. And Queen Mira, her trebuchets are finding their weak points and starting to crash through those walls.
Not the trebuchets. I hate the trebuchets.
Why do you hate the trebuchets? What's wrong with
Well,
the trebuchets?
There was a siege on
Yeah.
the kingdom of Oba a while ago.
Right.
And they brought out trebuchets, and although I am a great conqueror, those things are what I'd like to call OP. So, not really a big fan of trebuchets, but I will say if that's exactly what Queen Mira needs to take down the Stockton clan, all is fair in war and octanes.
King Dazerin, you never hired me as your nightly consultant, but it says Supersonic Knights get the first goal. I will remind you that catapults are an inferior weapon to take down castle
Oh,
walls.
dear.
Trebuchets are the superior siege engine. You know this. I've told you this. You must get trebuchets.
Oh goodness me! Do we have this even in the budget? Is this in the treasury? Do we have the gold for trebuchets? Sir,
I don't manage your
Jorby?
records. I could not tell you, King Dazerin. I don't know if you have the money or not. You told me your coffers were quite full.
They were. You're right. I can't be stuck in the times. In the times of old, I need to get with the kids and start. Maybe I may start with their language, using words like cool and lit.
I think the younger kingdoms would truly understand exactly where you're coming from, King Dazerin. They will accept you with open arms.
I hope so. Hopefully so. I don't want to be what they call a boomer. My goodness.
That hit was a boomer, but this
Yes.
blocking stratagem is working well for Stockton Clan. Lion Blaze looking for the
Whoa,
read
whoa.
off there. And look, Supersonic Knights, they're confused. Is that what that is? Is Lion Blaze channeling the confusion spell as he sits on the netting where Supersonic Knights panic and they can't seem to find to get away out of their own half?
Well, you know, this is one of the things that for Lion Blaze, he is part of the Ghost Clan. And we know that if you know ghosts, you know they're very spooky at times. Unless you know you've been around ghosts a lot. If you're one of those people,
I have not been around a ghost, no. I do not have the proper weaponry to deal with the ghostlies.
that is true. Swords don't work on ghosts. They're quite transparent.
That's a certain man's profession, not mine.
No, not at all. Not at all. That could be something that the Stockton Clan utilizes. So right now, they are still down by one. This one has been much more tense. You can feel it.
Yes, look, Stockton Clan casting their spell again on the netting. And look, the ball just comes back into Supersonic Knight's territory, weaving back and forth, trying to craft the perfect battle plan for how they want to pursue. And a bounce off the side wall will force Supersonic Knights to try again. And although they have had some difficulty, King Dazerin, finding the net, maybe this one could be it. A double commit off the ceiling into the floor, but taken away again. And maybe they can get this clear out, down and away. Tristan, another touch for the Knights. Pinched it up. Does he got the touch?
Doesn't look likely right now. It's getting away from them. Well, Diz, we need to get there. Oh no! Lion Blaze didn't let the spell channel properly, and we see the result.
This is what happens when you can't stay on the wall long enough, like you said. Spellsworth simply did not put enough stats into his mana. It is clearly it's the problem. You can't channel forever. You have to be able to recoup at some point. Your wizards have to be in top shape.
Definitely needs a mana potion here. Even I know that. I'm not the best with magic. I will let you know. I'm more of a swordsman myself, but I have dabbled. And for me, conjuring takes a lot out of me. It's a very draining subject. But I will say, if you're not prepared for it, it could lead to mistakes. And we have seen those mistakes on the Stockton Clan's end. Now, for the Supersonic Knights, all they have to do is just make sure they maintain control. Now, again, this is tough for them because they're such an exclusive group, right? They don't have a lot of experience around most people. So when they see someone like Adam here, that's how you know that there's a goal coming.
It's a beautiful soft touch from Adam. And again, the channeling efficiency this time pays dividends for Stockton Clan. I do not know if they can keep it going, though, King Dazerin. It will be difficult, but you know, with great wizardry requires great preparation. And they have been preparing for quite a long time. So if the comeback was ever possible, it is now.
Yes, this bout will continue on. And for me, it's looking like we may need to see more of Adam. He seems to be a master of arms here. That's exactly what you need in the final minute. Oh, but wait! Another mistake!
Wow! How could this happen? The bounce off the ramp! He had no clue! Defense shattered! Shields been blown apart! When you thought Smellsworth.
Yes.
We talked yesterday about how he was the stinkiest man in the land.
He is.
The stinkiest warlock, but the smell is not helping his squires right now.
They need they need something else here. Otherwise, their time is out. As 40 seconds remain, we need to get this within one. The blocks there are, they're helping slightly, but the problem with the block, is, from what I have noticed, Jorby, is the blocks are only good if you want to get for that low shot. If there's someone already under the net or in distance, and there's no point of getting the block out, because they will be prepared for the block. So
yes,
as we come down to it, sometimes it may just be better to take it from your own end and really come out, probably go for a pinch off the ceiling of sorts. But this one will finally... Oh, wait, it's still up. But we do know that I believe this one will put the Supersonic Knights into the lead here. They're going to take the victory over the Stockton clan.
This is why you can't let them get this big of a lead. Otherwise, they could just air dribble it for centuries. And we know that wizards can live an incredibly, unbearably long time. And Supersonic Knights knew it. Queen Mira Squires once again have claimed the victory.
Victory there for the Supersonic Knights, and my goodness, we are seeing things change here over in the Renaissance Ruckus. Looking for an update on things right now between the Platt Dynasty and the Manfield Knights. It's still ongoing, but I will... Oh, no, it's over. It's over. The Manfield Knights have taken down Platt Dynasty.
Ooh.
Wow. Oh, my goodness.
That's some splendid news, King Dazerin. I'm so pleased to hear that King Sunless' squad have actually managed to scrap a victory together. Astonishing.
It absolutely is astonishing. I am stunned here. I am stunned here. Now, we know that this is going to shake things up. Things are definitely out into the open now. Manfield Knights are looking for the biggest comeback we may have ever seen in our Renaissance Ruckus. We've held these centuries after centuries of time, so we know that this could really be one that shakes the realms up for an eternity, or for what may seem like an eternity, far past where, you know, our lifespans. But I think it is time for us to, I believe we have to get ready for our next round, Sword Jorbers, but I do need to get your thoughts on how things have gone so far.
Well, I have to say, Smellsworth's Squires, they're going to need a little bit more of that mana. They need more energy, more enchantments, or maybe debuffs for the other team, because currently it is not looking good for the Stockton clan. Even with Platt Dynasty also reeling, it might be that chance to put them into the ground.
We will see. We will see. I will say, though, coming up next, we will have Platt Dynasty and Stockton Clan. So, get your potions ready. Get your rations ready. We may need to throw some tomatoes, but we will be right back here on the Renaissance Ruckus, presented by Wisdom. Welcome back to the Renaissance Ruckus, presented by Wisdom. Sir Knight Jorby, I will say, it's been great. It's been great here. We are here and we are getting ready for our third series of volleyball, but there is something I must do. Now, Sir Knight Jorby, tell me.
Yes, King Dazerin.
Have you ever dreamed of being a lord?
Ever since I was a young squire, first walking into the kingdom, meeting my native king, I always dreamed of being among the nobility. And yes, I wanted to be a lord, but a lord that could also use the sword at his side, not like those stuffy nobles that we see in other kingdoms. No,
yes.
One that could be on the field of battle, on the front lines, next to his bannermen. Yes.
You are the finest lord I know. I need to ask you, Sir Knight Jorby, to please bow your head. By the power vested in King Dazerin of the Seven Kingdoms, ruler of the Iron Throne, rise, Lord Knight Jorby!
Huzzah! Thank you, King
Huzzah!
Dazerin. Thank you from the bottom of my beating heart. My humblest thanks to you, King Dazerin. It is the greatest honor.
It absolutely is. It's the best one I could bestow here in my time on the Renaissance Ruckus. As you know, we are still going on here. We have the volleyball continuing, but now we see the Stockton clan Smellsworth going against Platt Dynasty. Now, last time we saw these two kingdoms go head to head, Lord Knight Jorbles, I will say, it wasn't pretty. There was a lot of kingdoms clashing, a lot of smack talk. We saw Platt Dynasty denounce the witchcraft of Stockton clan, and Stockton clan was also doing their own fight, but Platt Dynasty did take the victory. You know, going into this one, that there's going to be a bit of a personal bout getting ready to happen.
Yes, the Warlock King Smellsworth is not well liked by Queen Shell. She is not a fan of the magic, of the spells, of the potions, but she does love making it, as the kids say, rain rations all over her kingdom whenever they do pull in the victory. Now, it will be difficult, King Dazerin. I want to say I am worried for Stockton clan. Their stratagem simply has to be put themselves on the netting and hope to get the block. But the blocks have only turned into own goals. And you know as well as I do, King Dazerin, that own goals are not conducive to a successful day on the battlefield.
Correct.
In order to win and destroy thine enemy, you must not only block, but also strike. And there has not been a lot of striking from Stockton clan, so I'm a little worried.
And for me, they're going against the Beast. Now, we know about the Beast. And we are currently waiting on the Beast, by the way. But the Beast mode, when he is on the field, it is a thing of magic from what we have seen. I mean, he's a dragon. He's a dragon, so to speak. And they are unleashing this dragon, the Platt Dynasty, right now on the Stockton clan. How will this final round go? So far for the volleyball we're seeing right now, it looks like it's going to be Roldiz scoring the first goal of this series.
Well, it works out this time. Roldiz pumps this one up as high as he can off the ceiling in to the floor. Now that is proper striking if I've ever seen it from a knight.
True. Striking true. The Stockton clan, you saw that pinch come out. We haven't seen one of those before. With the kickoff pinch. A little different, but oh no! Get your tomatoes if you have the rations. It looks like it's an own goal on the Platt Dynasty side.
Oh, Platt Dynasty. They might have gotten the wrath of the Warlock King Smellsworth. A bit of porks may be breaking out on the blue side of the pitch. And two quick ones. King Dazerin, I did not expect this from Platt Dynasty to allow the ball to just simply fall in between them. Twice now.
Now, we will see what happens here. Another one! But this time, it's on the side of the Stockton clan. The own goals coming out left and right. We need tomatoes in the chat.
Now, Queen Shell did get the pick of the tournament when not one, not two, but three kings and queens passed over T. Corel in the official Renaissance Ruckus draft. And it shocked me, King Dazerin. It truly shocked me. T. Corel is one of the most outstanding potential talents there are in all of the Rocket League realm. And look at him go. Do you see what I'm talking about, King Dazerin? Do you understand?
Ah, I understand, Lord Knight Jorbles. Looking at this, the soft touch, the misdirection. Plat's Dynasty. They're doing very well here in the opener. I'm sure Queen Chell is proud.
Worked out well, and it's not working out anymore.
No, it's...
Go back. We're going back. Reserve. Lion Blaze sets it up, and that's really worked well for this team, I would say. Whenever Stockton Clan get the serve, they are expert servers. Whether it is Lion Blaze, Roll Diz, it hasn't mattered. Those two in particular have the serve that has made life difficult for either Supersonic Knights, this time Plat Dynasty. Either way, that iron is starting to be chipped.
They need the hot iron. Right now, the Plat's Dynasty falling apart, so it seems. Keep in mind, there's 2 win conditions. Keep into the lead by the time the time runs out, or score 7 goals. And by decree of the law of both Mia and of myself, King Dazerin, we will end this contest. But right now, it continues on. Plat's Dynasty, they have to be careful. They maybe even need to unleash the beast. You see, T. Corelli is trying to get that ceiling pinch. It will roll away.
Has to be careful rolling up the side wall. If he lets that ball get away from him, he won't be able to put down his finishing move in order to strike down into the floor. Torment. It's going to land into the wall. Yep. No touch. Have to be careful. Once the block gets down, and oh, the shot off the ramp. No chance, but you like the spiking power coming from Plat Dynasty.
Yes, I like the creativity as well. See Lion Blaze with that one Torment. Oh, this touch is going to be important here. He sends it straight across and they let it go, but you see the ball, the curve there, the curvature. Sometimes the Stockton Clan just not ready.
Nice little pump from Roldiz, and ooh, just when you thought Stockton Clan might pull ahead in a multi-goal lead. Beast mode. We have not seen the Dragon quite awake yet. He has not been too much of a factor. He's not played the game down. What?
A silence strikes the land. Because the beast has awakened. And you can see the Stockton Clan unable to handle it. It falls through, and of course the tomatoes are coming out. It looks like an easy touch, but no.
Yes. I want to see nothing but tomatoes in the chat. All of the peasants out there, I want to see tomatoes.
Boo this man, boo!
Boo! And if we had it our way, he'd be in the stocks. They have all manner of fruit at the stocks, King Dazerin. It's not just rotten tomatoes. Also, bananas, apples, and Lion Blaze picking up another goal.
There it is again. Lion Blaze this time. The touch to throw off the Plat Dynasty. Stockton Clan's able to take the lead. And now, we see redemption, potentially, for the Stockton Clan.
See if they can do it. Uh-oh, misses like that will certainly not net you success on the battlefield, trust me.
Oh.
I've seen many battles, and I have lost many limbs. You've seen my gauntlet. That's not my hand underneath. It's just a gauntlet. Oh, these, I'm just saying, these knights must be careful. Otherwise, they will also have to use gauntlets instead of hands.
When were you going to let me know?
King Dazerin, I told you this yesterday. You weren't listening. You never listened to me. And this is why I don't consult for you, because you just won't listen to a knight's advice.
My apologies.
Oh no! Okay, roll this guy.
Oh, look at the touch. Plat Dynasty, they're stretching. And they're looking for an answer. Sometimes how I look for answers, like when knights tell me they lose limbs. They're searching.
Yes.
Sometimes they don't have the right answer, so they say nothing, but they cannot afford to say nothing. They're down by 1 in the Renaissance Ruckus. Atom is striking again, and it's a 2-goal lead.
Smellsworth channeling his anger from the previous 2 losses, and finally delivers some haymakers. If this were a battle of fisticuffs, well, Black Dynasty would certainly be quaking. King Dazerin.
Yes, well, with a minute remaining, this one has been a battle or a war fought from the distance. Black Dynasty not going to be able to work with that. They'll be sent across. Now, for me, the Black Dynasty needs something here. Otherwise, the nation will be put in famine. We don't want that. We don't want that at all. They're throwing tomatoes in the audience, but they may end up needing to catch those tomatoes. Because that might be their food for the night.
That's very true. Queen Shell, as she can be benevolent in times of victory, when things get tough, she does tend to not drop the rations as benevolently. However, Torment is looking to feed the entire kingdom with this goal. Look at that slow float, and you saw the panic on Roldiz. He could not quite catch it. Poor Roldiz. He has not been able to handle this beach ball with much effectiveness, King Dazerin.
Needs the patience. Needs the patience. And the patience has not been there for Roldiz. We are sitting now. The final few seconds. Chance here for Black Dynasty. It goes across. Looking to control this one. It's Octane Clan trying to get this one over. There may be a chance here. Oh, it's floating further and further away. You need this one to hit the ground, but not their ground. As Adam,
no! King Dazerin, you have been flabbergasted. Oh, what a turn of events! A tie game for Black Dynasty. How could this be? Tomatoes! Tomatoes! Throw them everywhere!
Throw tomatoes at that fool! Unbelievable! Unacceptable!
Unhanded by a bunch of plats! Octane Clan, they've got some thinking to do tonight.
The standings will forever be shaken. These kingdoms will also be shaken here. The chance there for the Octane Clan to bring honor to their name has been thrown away.
This is a bitter rivalry. Oh, no! I want to see the record amount of tomatoes thrown in chat now. As many tomatoes as you can grab with your 2 hands. Do it. 10 fingers. Fly. Tomato, tomato, tomato.
This hath been something I had never expected. The Platt Dynasty have come back. The tides of war completely shifting now. Oh, Lord Knight Jorby. My goodness.
This is what happens when you try to cast spells on plats. You cannot make worse what is already the worst. And instead, you end up just feeding into the Platt Dynasty, and it turns into a ruckus. You become a plat yourself. Play along enough with the plats, King Dazerin, and you will soon be a rat.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I will say for the Queen Shell's kingdom, they are going to be eating, at least, you will say. The rations have been dropped. So, good enough for them. That being said, for Octane Clan, they cannot get a victory here. This map, this volleyball, it hurts. It hurts to look at.
Yes? You don't feel good, King Dazerin. Are you okay?
Not.
Are you well?
Do not. I feel a turn and a churn, and this is not Smellsworth's work. This is all the Platt Dynasty striking, looking for the final blow is T. Corelli.
And while Octane Clan were channeling their mana, Platt Dynasty were performing, King Dazerin, your signature, the Twirly Whirly. The Twirly Whirly coming into full effect after that last match, and now they might take the whole thing. But wait! Lion Blaze has something to say.
Lion Blaze does find the goal right off the kickoff. You can't really ask for a better play. A bounce straight down, Platt Dynasty unprepared, or maybe there may be some corruption.
I don't know what to make of this, King Dazerin. I don't know what to make of this. What is happening? On the pitch, the curvature of this arena, the curvature of the ball, but the pinch, the next level stratagem from Queen Shell's Squires. I did not see it coming. This is a new development. I don't know what to think.
Neither do I. The way this one has been going, you have to start looking at the score here. The first 30 seconds have been a shootout.
This is 5,000 gold coins on the line. The kind of strategies to come out to try to get the upper hand onto Warlock King Smellsworth. Well, they will go to many, many lengths.
I must ask, for you, Lord Knight Jorby, if you had 5,000 gold coins, what adjustments would you make to the kingdom?
Well, I would build bigger walls, make more swords, and definitely put everybody in my armor. And then nobody would end up getting hurt. Do you know how many swords have just bounced off my armor?
How many?
All of them. That's why I'm still here. And Rold is putting in another ball on the floor. This is... what?
This is madness! That's what it is!
Madness!
Oh, no, wait, this is Rocket League. Okay. 3 minutes and 46 seconds left in this game.
Spoken by a knight in another kingdom.
Yes.
All was quiet on the volleyball pitch.
Oh!
While T. Corelli gets a free goal and Chat throws more tomatoes onto Stockton Clan. I truly do not understand what is going on. The fop dawdling on the yellow side of the pitch has given me a stomachache. They need to go and take a nap in the loiter sack, King Dazerin, because I am just done with this whiffle waffle. The pod snappery is too much for me to take. Lord Knight Jorby needs a break.
Well, not only do you need a break, it seems like the Stockton clan need a break as well. For me, I've seen what this effect is. It's the Smellsworth potions taking effect. And although they give you the stat buffs, right? You get the 10 plus dexterity, 10
Yes.
plus strength.
Yes.
After a certain amount of time, you get the debuffs. And we are seeing the debuffs take effect right now. Minus 10 on the speed. The agility is down. And it seems as if they're also disoriented.
Yes, awareness seems to be dropping at an incredible clip. But Adam will pick up another one, so maybe not all hope is lost for Stockton Clan. Although they did keep things close in the previous bout, King Dazerin. I'm not sure this tie game means much, even with 2:43 remaining. I have to see them win before I believe.
Stockton Clan has been on a drought.
There it is
of
again.
winning.
That
And
pitch
another
is
one.
OP!
They say,
If we had that pinch in the Battle of Jorbelson, it would have been a straight rout for the enemy. We would not have been beaten back that day. I don't
Oh,
know
yes.
why we could not come up with this strategy.
you would have won by a landslide, Lord and I Troubles. I've seen it. Much better than the trebuchet, I will say.
No.
Yes.
No,
better
no,
than
no,
the
no, no,
trebuchet.
no, no,
Yes,
no,
yes.
no.
It's a waste of
Trebuchet-
resources.
No, it's the superior siege engine, King Dazerin. Don't talk such blasphemy against the trebuchet. You know
If
they're
you want to
listening.
take down a kingdom, you use politics.
No, you use a trebuchet.
You use insurrection and demanding roguelike tactics. You don't need a trebuchet to take down a kingdom.
Do you understand, as beast mode will pick up another goal, that trebuchets are the most versatile siege engine? Not only can you chuck rocks, you can pour oil on those rocks, light that rock on fire, and throw it into the next neighboring village. Not only that, King Dazerin, but if you don't have any rocks nearby, you can take your farmers' cows. I don't think the farmers will be too happy about it, but neither will your enemy.
Well, I have a question. Can a trebuchet infiltrate an enemy kingdom and destroy it from the inside?
Of course, if you can get it set up inside, of course.
I don't think so, because a
I think it
trebuchet is
can.
not the person.
I don't know what you're talking about.
A trebuchet will not defeat a government that is corrupting from inside. It doesn't work that way. That's what I'm saying.
I'd like to see how you fare with a 30 13-kilometer rock flung at you, or excuse me, not kilometer, a 90-kilogram projectile flung at you from 300 meters away, and I want you to tell me that politics will solve your kingdom, King Dazerin.
All I'm saying is I can do a lot with one person than a trebuchet. Trust, when we took over the landlords of Dothraki, they had the superior force, but what we had was smarts.
But if you had trebuchets, you could have ended them quite quickly.
They can have trebuchets. That is understandable. They can have trebuchets, but I don't think that will matter here. We may see whether or not, because it looks like Plaid Dynasty, they are full of trebuchets, but they need only one goal, and they need to hold on for time. The Stockton clan, do they fall here again to the Plaid Dynasty?
I think they might, King Dazerin. It's hard to say, but look at that pinch. That launch is just like a trebuchet. I do argue with you, King Dazerin, about your politicking, that it does not work. Look at that. Launch straight up off the ceiling, off the wall, into the ground, just like a well-timed and placed trebuchet. Plaid Dynasty have done it. They have taken the victory against the wizard warlock King Smellsworth. Queen Shell has done it again.
All right, I'll admit it. The trebuchets do look effective.
Finally, I've gotten you to admit it. It's the greatest.
Oh dear. Well, one thing I will say is congratulations to the Plaid Dynasty. They are able to take down the Stockton clan, who honestly they could not do what most kingdoms could, which was get a victory. We must thank and also welcome King Lethamyr back into the fold. For us, King Leth, we obviously, hopefully you've been watching those games, but what have been your thoughts on this entire debacle, so to speak?
Well, it's been I don't know. Can they hear me? Oh, there I am. Okay. It's been wonderful to watch. I've been been laying down. I'm feeling a bit ill. I've caught a bit of a bug, but the games have been wonderful. I think that I don't know whether to applaud the teams that won or to boo and throw tomatoes at the ones that have lost. But it's been wonderful to see the strategies come out. You see those pinches off those serves. Were definitely very strong. The teams were not prepared to deal with those high corner bounces, but I think the curveball definitely threw in the Squires for a loop because they were not ready for the physics of that beach ball or volleyball. Sorry, it's been wonderful to watch.
They did try the air dribbles. Some players like Corelli found the mastery of the touch to keep that ball planted properly on the top of their octane, but still could not, Stockton clan were the ones that could not handle that kind of prowess for sure. King Lethamyr, again, you have outdone yourself with the maps. King Dazerin, I know you agree.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I have thoroughly enjoyed the maps. Thank you for inviting everyone into your kingdom.
And thank you to Durzo and Mr. Phil for that wonderful showcase of volleyball in a professional environment. I love seeing pros give it a try and see what they struggle at or enjoy. I'm looking forward to the feedback from all the players and squires that were competing in this event so far, and see what they think of all these events. Because so far I've been enjoying every second of it. You guys have been wonderful as casting. Love the accents, and I can't wait to see the next one. I don't want to give anything away. I'm sure you guys have heard of Australian Bubble Ball before, but I'm excited to show it off soon.
So, I've just received word from a three-eyed raven that it looks like we are still waiting for some competitions to finish up. So, as we get things ready and as we get the tallies on the scoreboard, we must jump to a short break. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for the Renaissance Ruckus presented by Wisdom. We will be right back after a short intermission. We're back in the Renaissance Ruckus. We've been spending a lot of time tallying up the scores, sending ravens back and forth, and I think, wait, hold on, we have one more entry. Let me carry the tube. We are ready to show our scoreboard and let you all know just exactly where all of our kingdoms ended up. Join with me, of course, is King Lethamyr and Lord Knight Jorby as we take a look at the scoreboard. We'll start with King Leth. How do you feel these kingdoms have fared so far?
Well, it's incredible to see the Manfield Knights get the 3-0 sweep there for their team. They were looking really rough yesterday, but now they've got 4 wins, tied up with Platt Dynasty and Stocktain Clan. Of course, the only thing that's important is to make it into the top 2 scores. If there is 2 teams that are tied, though, there will be a tiebreak down to series win percentage. So far, 4-4-4 across the board. I'm excited to see this last matchup and see if one of these teams can present themselves as a solid second place or push into first place and pop Supersonic Knights down into second.
It was truly a comeback of epic proportions for Manfield Knights. King Sunless absolutely clobbered the competition at the very top, sweeping everybody in volleyball. I had him at 0 chance to maybe get in to the final bout, but he's put his team in such a great spot, he just might pull it off.
Yes, I'm looking at the Stocktain clan here. They have yet to handedly take any of these contests here by 3 particular wins. Maybe this 4th contest is the one that pushes them through. We're looking for our top 2. But that being said, we have to give these kingdoms a chance to prepare. Now, I believe the Bard, Turtle, has a tune for us. I'm going to send it over to the Bard.
Good evening. I present to you a story to commemorate day number 2 of the Renaissance Ruckus with music provided by my backup musicians. Deep within the spring meadow lay a dragon tough as metal, forged in fire, human flesh he desire, who cast chaos upon the land, an entire village under his command. In deep torment, help was needed, but for several years the town lacked to find it. But one young soldier, by the name of Dazerin the Great, sought out on a perilous journey, seeking the wisdom of many. Who could aid in this battle against the great Gold Rush Dragon? He encountered several, struck with fear, unwilling to lend an ear. And with the dwindling hope from Dazerin, he had stopped on the side to shed a tear. And it was at this moment, on the side here, where an ancient and wise wizard had quick appeared. This silent old lad went by the name of Corelli, and was quite handsome besides the wrinkly belly. He not shed a word, only wiped the tear from Dazerin's face, and in a moment of haste reached out into his cloak to pull out an extra pair of PSD underwear. With his eyes fixated upon the cloth, Dazerin the Great had finally understood his fate. He was to wield the chosen item, soft and partly cotton, and return to his land to slay the dragon at hand. For Dazerin the Great, aided by Wizard Corelli, had finally crafted the master plan. Now our great soldier will continue his wild venture once we return from our next Rocket League adventure. Until then, I give it back to you, Dazerin, Jorby, and Lethamyr, to provide entertainment for the viewer's pleasure.
You know, King Dazerin, I have to say, we'll have to get Turtle to play at your next get together. Probably the finest bard in the land.
Yes, finest bard in the land. I enjoyed that story. It was so true. I was sitting on the ledge, and Wizard Corelli came and wiped the tear away, and I knew exactly what I had to do to slay the dragon. So
I have never been so entertained. That was a beautiful presentation performance by.
900 strong in my kingdom, all blown away by the words, the artistic craft of that bard.
Oh, and of course, the Manfield Knights leader himself, King Sunless, is with us. And
Yes.
Sunless, you have dominated on this volleyball set. How does that feel for you and your kingdom?
My kingdom is loving this great turnaround from my knights. One of my knights struck down with the plague. Did that stop us? No. There are plenty of knights to step up and take over the duties of carrying this kingdom to a victory. And that's exactly what we've done today.
Yes.
Huzzah.
A truly phenomenal performance, King
Thank you.
Sunless. I have to say,
Thank you.
yesterday I had no belief in your team. You looked like a bunch of ill-born fen rats out there, and I have squashed many in my time. I know what a fen rat looks like, but now you're looking like the finest knights drinking the finest wine. How did you do it? Magic or just pure will?
Both. But I won't
Perfect,
speak on the
perfect.
magic very much. I know Platt Dynasty are the greatest wielders of magic. The witchcrafter that comes out of
Whoa!
that clan is terrible. So I won't speak on that
What-
too much. It's mostly
What are
the
these
power of will.
accusations?
Oh,
I
my
think we all
goodness.
know. I think we all know what I'm talking about. It appeared on the declaration after our series
Yes,
that we had
I
lost.
saw that.
Blasphemy.
Yet we had won.
Blasphemy.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
You
Wow.
are right,
My
King
kingdom does
Sunless.
not forget that.
The medieval,
Oh my-
the Manfield Knights never forget. We know this. We know this.
Did the heralds merely swap their banners, or was it
I don't-
something more dubious?
It's hard to say, but Queen Shell does rail against magic greed to shout it to the ends of the kingdom. So maybe a bit of projection, perhaps, as the kids say.
Mm.
Perhaps.
Now, Sunless, King Sunless. What did you have you spoken to your squires today?
Of course.
You have. Okay, so
I
what
speak
did
with
they
them daily.
what was their plan coming into volleyball? That made it so stark and a 3-0 sweep. Like it's never been heard of from you guys. You had no wins in the second event from yesterday. What changed?
A brilliant strategy emerged from my knights. It was actually all my idea. I told them about it, and they did it. A double fake on the initial play. One knight to the left, one knight to the right, both missing intentionally, and a third knight from behind ramming the ball down the throats of the enemy.
Wow.
I do love a good battering ram stratagem. One that certainly
does.
brings great effect, or is to great effect, if you will, King Sunless. I applaud thee. It is quite a bout you put out there today. I'm excited to see if you guys can pull off the true turnaround and end up winning the entire bout.
Of course.
Well, King Sunless, as the victor here, before we send you back to your kingdom, I must get your final thoughts as you can address all the nations here. I leave the floor to you.
To all other nations, beware. We're coming for you, for your heads, on a stake in my kingdom.
Even mine?
No,
Excuse me, sir.
only the rival kingdoms. Only the rival
Thank you.
kingdoms.
Okay.
Thank you. Mir is very pleased to hear
I
that.
would never, ever speak against House Mir. Only
Thank you.
the Platt Dynasty, the Stocktane clan, and the other one, whatever it's called. They don't stand a chance.
I believe they're in the lead, but you might want to be a little careful with
Not
that.
worried. No concern on my face. You see concern
do-
on my face?
I mean,
I
you
see
look very
no
very
concern on my
Fair
face.
points.
Only one of a pensive thoughtfulness,
Yes.
King Sunless. But ever the grace, Your Majesty. We appreciate your presence.
Yes, we do. We are very appreciative of it.
course you
Thank
do.
you so much, King Sunless.
You're
Hey,
welcome.
And of course, I have to thank Lord Knight Jorby and King Lethamyr. As for me, myself, and Lord Knight Jorby, we must take our exit here.
Yes.
As we will end up swapping out, I will bring in Nobleman Jamesbot. And at this point, I don't know if he's a wizard or a lord yet. It's really whatever he chooses to be for Corelli. That being said, thank you so much. We're at the halfway point of today, day number 2 of the Renaissance Ruckus, presented by Wisdom, and we will be right back after a short break.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Huzzah!